Now this is on and set now, right?
Correct. So on the front, there's a number right here. You see that?
Yeah.
That number is changed by the dial here. Okay.
That, yeah.
So
what do you have it set on?
I think it's 31.
21.
21. Okay. Most dogs feel around 10 to 15. I was as high as 87 earlier, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is ridiculously high, by the way.
Yeah.
So, very simple exercise. I'm going to coach you through this, but I'm going to display it to you just so you get an idea of it, okay?
Yeah.
Is we need to teach her to walk at your side, okay?
Like about here, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to give her the slack to see what does she do. It's Mia, correct?
Right.
Okay. So most dogs, when the owner is walking with them, when they get ahead, what we want, the dog will pass the owner, they'll pull them. Is most people tend to use physical restraint to control their dog. That creates more agitation. Okay, we want to control this. We want to get in that head. So here, we need the slack so that Mia can get ahead of you, so she can make that mistake. And when you hear me say turn, you're going to make a 180 turn like this. Okay.
Okay.
She's going to get ahead of you. I'm going to say turn, and you're going to do this always to your immediate right.
Yeah.
Okay?
We were practicing
And
that
repeating
at
that pattern. So when I say turn, just like this, okay?
Right.
The next thing I'm gonna say is tap.
It's tap.
Tap. That means press that button.
Right.
Okay? So it's gonna look like this. Mia gets ahead. I say turn, and then I'm gonna say tap, 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 as you go the opposite way. Mia should then line up with you at some point because she doesn't like the remote.
Right.
Then we stop the pressure, okay? So then she passes again. I'm gonna say turn. You're gonna 180 to the right, tap, tap, tap. So she's back to your side again, okay? She's gonna pass.
Here's the dog coming to
Turn, tap. How far will she react from?
Oh, yeah, that's too close. Come here.
He's going in the car. So whenever you need immediate leverage, the first thing I do is I grab hard. Okay, the first thing you do, that gives you more
Up here.
up here, closer to the car.
Closer to her. Lower.
One second, no shout. No, relax. So, I corrected her for you. Go ahead and come back down. So we're gonna have to get over some comfort things, okay?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna be able to back away from stuff,
Right.
always. Now, I will tell you, I gave her 2 corrections and she responded well to that second one, and that was with the prong, okay?
Yeah.
So these tools are correctional tools. They're meant to communicate. They're not meant to restrain, okay? So going back to that exercise again, passes, I say turn, 180, and then I'll be saying tap, okay?
Yeah.
Every time you hear me say tap, you want to press that button.
Okay.
So if I say tap, 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 that would be your rhythm. Tap, 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 that would be your rhythm,
Right.
okay? You're currently at 21.
Yeah.
Go in and press the button. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, so there's no response here. You're going to turn your dial and go ahead and
Here's 28.
tap.
That's too high.
No, you're good. Tap.
Hold on.
Okay, tap, tap, tap. See how there's no contraction?
No.
Go up. What's your number now?
27.
Let's go and go to 30.
30.
Tap, tap, tap. I can see the contraction now, but she's not phased by it. 33.
What was it on when you were causing
87.
it to contract? Oh, 80. Oh, it was really.
Yeah, so I already know that's why I'm not worried about the number. Tap, tap, tap. No response. 36. A little bit of a response there. It's okay. Tap.
There's 36.
She seems
Tap.
to at first have
Tap.
fear of guys.
Tap.
Too.
But okay,
This is
apprehension.
36.
40. And if you land 41, 42 or whatever, it's fine. Just general range. Tap. There we go. Tap. Tap. So now we have a bigger contraction, right?
Right.
But you see how she's not really too phased by it? So keep where you're at, tap.
Seems like she's phased. She's hiding.
Hold on, relax. Step aside a little bit. Good, hold it right there.
Yeah.
Okay, hold right there. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so there's a little movement there, but we need more movement if you want to squash the reactivity. Okay?
Okay.
What's your number at 40?
We're 40.
Okay, 45.
What are we looking for her to do?
I need more concern from her.
Okay.
Okay, tap. There. Tap. There we go. So you see how she's moving more now. So on 40, it took 3 taps before she moved. On 45, with each individual tap, she moved immediately. That's what I'm looking for, okay? Because we can't be nice about this. I'm not being mean, but I can't be like, you know.
Positive reinforcement won't solve this problem.
So let's go and bring Mia down. Now we're gonna get started.
I'm saying the way for the time.
It's okay. No, just pull. Just go. There you go. Okay, so just walk down to the sidewalk. And then, Bob, would you watch this end for dogs?
Yes.
And then, of course, I'll be in this end. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to have you need to get more slack here. Okay, so what you're going to do with your leash, with the left hand,
I looped it.
well, that will break your fingers. So what you're going to do is, in this hand, thank you, Bob, you're going to, like this, and close like this. There you go. That's what we call the trainer lock. Okay, that locks your leash. With a big dog like this, if you do this, you will end up with broken fingers. Okay, because of the tension. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna have you take a little bit, take about a foot of slack here. Grab about right there. There you go. Now relax your arms like this. Okay. So we're giving her just a foot more than where the handle is. Okay. So now is where the craziness is going to start, because it's going to be a lot of back and forth. Just make sure there's not a
She
dog.
and I actually practiced that at home, just in a quiet environment. She's used to going back and forth a little bit,
Okay.
but with a treat, you know.
Okay. So we're going to do all that with remote now.
But
So go ahead and relax completely. All right. And I'm going to have you just start walking down that way on the sidewalk. Okay. Feet forward. Turn. Tap. 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 Feet forward. Tap. Good. Feet forward. Keep forward. Pull to your left. Tap. Tap. Keep forward. Tap. There you go. Good. Now turn. Tap. 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 Good. Tap forward. Tap forward.
I'm gonna go behind the tree.
Go ahead and turn. Tap. 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 Good.
saw that dog.
Tap. Forward. Tap. 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 Keep forward. Tap. 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 Pull to your left. Tap. Keep forward. Good. Yep. There you go. Good. Now you have a dog coming up there. Turn. Tap. Good. Go ahead and bump your number. We're going to go to 50. Excuse me?
Should I pull on her when I turn?
No, you just turn and move, okay? But go ahead and bump your number to 50. Okay, and forward. Turn, tap, 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 tap. And you're pressing the bumpy button, right?
The top button.
Okay.
Good girl.
Go and turn. Tap, 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 tap.
You didn't pay attention to the dog up there. That's not very well.
Good. Go ahead and turn. Tap, tap, tap. There we go. It's a little better there. Now go in and
The tail's coming back up.
What did you say?
you're good. Keep going. Good. Pull to your left. Tap, tap. Good. There we go. See how she sped up there? Go ahead and turn. Tap, 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 tap.
That's a girl.
Turn, tap, 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 tap. Let's go 55. Forward. Tap, tap. A little bit better. Forward, good. Go ahead and turn, tap, tap, tap. So instead of using the leash to pull, you're doing the tap instead.
Yeah.
Okay?
I trained myself.
Yeah. Now we have to break the habit of the prong collar.
Yeah. That's a girl.
Good. Go ahead and turn, tap. Tap, turn, tap, turn, turn, tap. Good. There's just the Bernese over there. Go ahead and turn. Good move, good. Forward tap. Good. Better. Pull to your left, tap. Keep walking forward, tap. There you go. Good.
Let me get this. I'm sorry. This is all twisted up now. Just be on top there.
There we go. Okay, now forward. You're doing good. There you go. Yep. And forward. Pull to your left, tap. Tap forward. Good. Go and turn. Tap. There you go. Good.
Sorry.
You're fine. Thank you. Good. Now start to walk slow. But keep walking. Come to a stop. Tap. Tap. Tap, tap. Right there. Good. Now, I did that because of that.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you, now we got another dog over there. Just behind you here. Okay? So swing that leash around so it's above her neck here. See how it's underneath? Swing it around so it's above. Okay? Now stay where you are. Go ahead and grab by the handle. Tap,
Turn around.
tap, tap.
Tap.
Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So here we have two things that we're trying to teach. Okay. We have the Well, it looks like a client's dog. We have the leash walking exercise. Okay, this is the foundation for everything. But then we also have you're going to come across dogs.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that's why you just have to assert yourself. You can't care about how she's feeling, you know, the positive stuff, whatever. It's just like, don't be a jerk. Right. That's always the first thing. Once we get that under control and we're confident, then I go, okay, now we can start doing the other stuff now. Okay. Otherwise, if we try to do everything at once, it's too much work. Okay.
This is the real reason we're here, so that's good.
Right.
I am going to have, I can feel the pain on your face.
Oh.
It doesn't really hurt, but I can feel it.
Sure.
Okay,
So
let's get going.
one thing I want you to be mindful of is her where she's like looking and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like here, see the cat? Yeah. There. So what we're doing here is we're saying don't worry it's behind you.
Right.
Okay? Because we know there's nothing there.
Oh, we're in the middle of a photo shoot. Sorry.
You're fine. The way we're disagreeing with this
I'm thinking
is
like
by the button. Okay? So her first hips are meant to stop the
The dog coming.
So I'm going to have you go to place yourself right here. Go ahead and turn inward so you're facing the sidewalk. Right there. Now I'm going to help you. Yeah. 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 Hip, hip. Hip, 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 hip. So see how she's locked on? Go to 60. Okay. Yep. 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 There. Yeah. Just lost contact there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So here. Look at this. That's the thing. Good. So I can already see a lot of stuff here, like in terms of like her physical toughness. Because you have to account for two things. We have two things. We have physical toughness and then we have emotional distress. Both of those things can override discomfort. Okay?
Override the
Discomfort, you call her.
Oh.
Okay? So what we're doing here is that muscle contraction is we're using it to shape a behavior. We're using it to shape the fact that she should follow you, right?
Right.
And that's the foundation for things, so she understands how it turns on, how it turns off. But then we're also using it as a means of don't do that.
Right.
Okay? So like here, you see how she keeps like panning her head around, right?
Yeah.
So she's in a hyper alert state.
All the time.
This plus the timidness that you're seeing is where your reactivity is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when she turned around to look at those girls from coming behind and you tapped her, it's because you're saying like, don't worry about those girls. Because you know what there is to worry about and what there is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're aware of that stuff. She isn't.
Yeah.
She's in a state of constant alert. Everything is a threat. And that's why she's throwing out that reactivity, because in her world, it's kill or be killed.
Yeah.
Okay, she doesn't understand there's laws and things like that that protect her, or protect us. So that's where all this stuff comes into play. Okay, so here, like just trying to get her to relax and like put her butt down and everything, like she's super locked up. And then earlier I was telling Bob I was at 87.
Yeah.
And she wasn't fazed by it. That's why I wasn't worried about the number, because I was already at 87 earlier. Because I don't look at the dial, because the dial doesn't matter. It's what she's doing in response. Okay.
She has never stood this calm with people and dogs going by since we've been here. And I know she's scared, but instead of jumping around, she's figured out stay here by me.
Right. This is the purpose of the exercise, is to settle her down, get her to relax a bit more, but then also to help address the reactivity. Okay?
Right. Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna go back, we're gonna do some more of this back and forth stuff, and then we'll just take advantage of any dogs that happen to walk by. Okay? So back down again.
Keep it down.
And forward.
Hey, girl. Good girl.
Turn. Tap. Tap. Keep forward. Good. Turn. Tap. Forward. Tap. Good. Good. Go ahead and turn. Tap, 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 tap. Good.
The dog behind us.
Yeah, I saw. Keep forward. And you're at 60 still, right? Tap forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Tap forward, tap forward. Go ahead and turn. Tap forward. Good. Bike's behind you.
Nice dog.
Thanks.
Go ahead and slow down. Turn. There you go. Tap, 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 tap. You're at 60, right?
Yeah.
65. Forward. Good. Slow down. Good. Slow. Slower. Stop. Good. Okay. So we're getting her to focus on you. Yeah, there is. So let's go ahead and have that right here. So what we want to do is when we see dogs coming, the easiest approach for, I believe, in the beginning is to step aside, put a step so that you're directly next to her. Okay, now you want to shorten her leash, and I would grab it about here. Okay, and there you go. And then ideally we would up and tap to put her into a sitting position. Okay, and I'm watching her demeanor here. So if she were to like look at that dog over there and her ears would have perked up, I would have tapped her for that. Okay, but she didn't do that. So here, now that the dog's gone, you can relax your leash. Good. We're gonna do one more walk. And then we'll talk about how we start using this to address reactivity. Okay? Go ahead.
I don't know if you know with his mask on or not, Jesse. I'm Steve's friend.
Oh, no, I remember.
Oh, you remember?
Yeah. Go and slow down. Turn. Turn. Good. Tap, tap, tap forward. Tap, tap, tap forward. There you go. Yeah, I recognize you.
Hey, she can't hesitate. She hesitates too much.
Yeah. Tap, tap forward. Tap, tap forward. Good. Tap, tap forward. Tap, tap. Good.
See, she sees the dog over here.
Yeah. Relax. Yeah, yeah. Tap, tap forward. Good. But she's relaxed though. She's got her mouth open.
Yeah. Tail is up.
Okay, I'm gonna have you go down and you're gonna come back, okay?
Okay.
She's the most wonderful dog in the house. You wouldn't believe. She's great.
Who, Mia?
Yeah. And with people.
Watch here, dog. Turn. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Tap, tap forward. Good. It's okay. Good. And then go ahead and you'll step aside, okay? Very good.
Girl.
So here, what you're doing, and I believe you're doing this like with a prong, it looks like, right? Getting her to heel
Right now?
before, prior.
Yeah.
Were you doing the turns and stuff?
Just once or twice. I mean, I've had her 6 days. So yeah, we were practicing in the hallway and we were doing the turns. But she's doing better with this than before. I had to,
Okay.
we were doing the turns, but I had to give her, a signal. But there were no distractions. We're in the hall and the building.
Okay, but you did the signal with the prong collar, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see she already has a concept of the exercise.
Yeah.
So we're doing the same thing, but now we're doing it with the remote collar.
Right.
Okay, and that's why that number is so important. Now I can tell you right now, even though we're at 65, it's still not 100% communicating with her quite yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I understand. She's a tough girl. She's at 65, but she's not yelping. She's not even indicating pain or anything. She needs it. I understand.
Yeah, and so here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust because we don't want the prong to be over the e-collar strap, right? We want the prong to have contact with the fur. There we go, the skin.
Yeah.
Because then if the e-collar gets underneath the prong collar, it'll negate, and yeah, exactly, it's gonna negate all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, I can see her mouth's open. She's panting. She's starting to relax a bit more. Now we want to talk about like when you see dogs coming by. Okay. So I'm going to demonstrate all that for you with Mia here.
Okay.
I had you do it earlier, but this is going to be a more like thorough explanation. Okay. If I. Thank you. And you're doing really good attention. Okay. So a few things to point out. Is I always grab up higher, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm using her body like her, so since dogs are long ways,
Yeah.
if I need to bring her in closer to my side here, you see I'm just grabbing back at her hips
Yeah.
and pushing towards me. I can use that to my advantage, okay?
Were you tapping when you did that?
I did a couple just to swing her in and that was it, okay? So when, like let's say you're walking and you see a dog approaching, it's easiest if you step aside to give space, okay? Now, I know some trainers will tell you, oh, don't step aside and make your dog sit because it's hard or whatever. You have to.
We have to get through this. There are too many dogs.
You can't avoid it, yeah. You're gonna turn corners, there's gonna be a dog, you're gonna get in the elevator, there's gonna be a dog, right? So,
I've been taking the steps. Go ahead.
So, by stepping aside to allow this to pass, you're doing a couple of things. One, you're telling Mia, we're gonna see dogs. What are you gonna do about it, right? If she's non-reactive, we do nothing. If she's being reactive or if you see signs of reactivity about to happen, then we wanna use our tools to start proactively addressing her, okay? Because this is what will allow you to like, in the building, wait for an elevator, and when it opens, if she sees a dog, that she doesn't blow up. Okay, you have to confront the problem, but now you have tools that are going to allow you to shut down that reactivity. Okay, now it's easiest if the dog is in a sitting position. I can see if I can get that from her.
She knows sit. If we say sit, I think she knows to sit.
Yeah, but you want to get her to sit using the remote control. Okay.
I just meant, how does she know what to do?
There we go.
Here.
Good. So here, because I'm using directional pressure up on the neck, down on the butt,
Means sit.
creates this.
Yeah.
Okay. So right there, I'm not going to care that she whipped around. I just care that she put the butt down, just like earlier, right? Anytime she put her butt down, and this one, it only took me 3 taps. Whereas earlier, the first one I couldn't even get.
Right.
And then the next 2 actually, she like whipped around but gave it to me. This one was the fastest because I keep repeating it. Okay. So every time she solves that problem and puts her butt down, she goes, oh, everything goes away. This must be what Jessie wants me to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So the reason why it's easiest to control a dog from a stationary position is because their head is right here next to you, and there's more steps for her to build up to reactivity.
Right.
If you're trying to walk past a dog, reactivity is a moving behavior. They're lunging, they're barking, right? So when you're walking, you're already like, 10, 20% into a moving behavior that they very easily escalate into that lunge and bark. But if I have her at my side, it's not the sit that I care about.
Right.
It's the fact that she's in a more relaxed position or state of mind. So there's going to be more steps to escalation. Okay? People look at this and they go, oh, like you're making the dog sit, and sit's what's fixing the problem. I go, no, it's not the sit. It's the fact that I tapped her and she was getting disciplined to put her butt down. Okay? And then I'm going, what are you going to do next? So if I start to see her go from this to this, like all these little minute behaviors, that's where I start correcting her.
Ears go up.
I don't wait for lunging and barking.
Yeah.
Because if you wait for lunging and barking, you're going to be like maxed out and you're going to have a really hard time getting her back under control. Okay? Everything is about preemptive or proactive control. Okay? So when I have Mia, if I'm walking and I go, oh, I see a dog coming. There you go. So you see how she's resistant, right?
Yeah.
There we go. There. I'm not going to care where she goes, which direction. But much easier than the first time.
Right.
Okay? Because I was very direct and I kept asserting myself. And now she goes, oh, if I just do this, everything goes away much more quickly.
Yeah.
Okay? So what I don't want is that you place yourself in Mia like this. Okay? Because if you're like this and the dog is coming this way, more stressful. And also you can't see what that person is doing.
Right.
Because they might be coming up like this from behind with their dog, and next thing you know they're too close.
Yeah.
Okay?
So I want to keep my eyes on the dog and let her sit where she sits.
Yes, we're always facing towards the stimulus. How she positions, I don't care. Okay? So let's say she's facing like this and the dog is coming that way, and if I'm Mia, she's doing this, right?
Yeah.
That's where we want to correct. So we create this avoidance. When we deal with aggression or aggressive responses, we always want to create avoidance first. Okay? We don't need her to like this right now. We just need her to like deal with it and not become aggressive.
Right.
Okay, so she's going, all right, well, I know if I look at this dog, I'm going to become reactive. So instead, I'm going to turn my back to it and pretend it's not there. So it's like if you go to the store and you see someone you don't want to talk to, you go down a different way, a different aisle. We got an off-leash her right here.
Oh.
And anytime I see her, like she gets this look.
She sees the dog.
Yep. There we go. Good. So now she see how it's not looking?
He's looking now.
You gonna get your dog?
Pardon me?
You don't want your dog to be around my dog right now.
Yep. No, I know.
Okay.
He's learning those manners that you don't have, Boogie. Yeah. Sorry. Come on, sweetie. All right.
Okay, thanks.
So here, 79 before she finally looked away, put her butt down, then 56 for that last little bit.
Yeah. So you adjust it sometimes when she's
Correct. Okay. So here, all I did was make sure I put everything back to where I'm in control. Right? So I took my time, repositioned her, because in the beginning it's very easy to panic, because you see the impending like situation, but you can't panic. You have to be proactive. You have to start like asserting yourself. And all I did was step aside, use her long body to my advantage, swayed her over, and then once I hit the appropriate number, she put that butt down, and then I relaxed, then went down to 56, and then I was able to get all the other stuff through 56. Okay, and then me, very relaxed. Okay, because if we're like this, expecting something to happen, you're going to create that very situation. Okay? Here we go like that. All right? That's right. Correct. What were you at earlier? 65 or something? Oh, careful. So I'm gonna have you just go back and forth and then pretend that you see a dog. Step aside so you can start getting into the habit of doing all those things, okay?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
So I'm just gonna walk up.
Yep. Is that her muzzle or yours? Is that her muzzle or yours?
I can't do it.
Is that her muzzle or your muzzle?
Her muzzle.
Okay. I'd suggest that she have that muzzle on her every time she walks in the beginning.
Yes. I have
It'll help
suggested
take off
that.
the,
I suggested that too.
Go ahead and turn. Take off some of that stress.
It's too bad when we got out of the car. I asked her
Go and
about
turn.
the muzzle and she-
Turn. There she goes. Ask her about putting the muzzle on.
Yeah, I asked about it and she said, "Oh well, I'm sorry I didn't insist."
You did your part. You brought it up. And then I'm going to have you go ahead and step aside as if a dog were to be approaching, okay? That's okay. There you go. Now you want to be directly next to her so she's on your left. Like that. And then you'd want to shorten your leash. There you go. Okay. And then relax your leash and then you'll come out forward again. Good, we're gonna do that a couple more times so you can get into the habit of that, okay? Yeah, that's why we're doing this, so you get used to that.
I hope she Lisa Jessie. I love this dog. She's really a good dog.
Yeah, no, I can see where all the reactivity is coming from. Go ahead and turn. It's pretty obvious. Good. And I'll have you step aside again by that white car. Good. And then, yep, up on your leash, tap. There you go, tap. 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 There you go. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that back on her.
That's another thing. You should check the muzzle and see if it's too big.
Yeah, I think it might be a size too big. Oh, actually, no. I mean, it seems fine. It's got a little bit of space on the bottom, but on the back, it might need to be tightened. Good. And then lightly pull up. Tap. Tap. Now relax. Wait a moment. Up. Back. Nope. Tap. Uh-oh.
You better help her.
We'll turn it again and we'll bring her away from the cars here. There we go. And that, or here's fine. Just trying to find a space so you can repeat that more, okay?
All right.
Because now we have to condition her to put that butt down when you step aside to make it easier so we don't get that leaping motion. Okay, now position yourself next to her, good. And then you want to shorten your leash. It's already shortened, good. And then you want to relax, like that, okay? We're gonna do that 3 more times. Forward.
Which way are we?
Anyway.
think something traumatic happened in the past. Did we were too clear or something, Jesse?
Because she's so spooky?
Hmm?
Because she's so spooky? Go ahead and
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
Turn. There you go. Good.
Also, I wish you could take it. I think that maybe she was injured by a dog. There's something on her.
Oh, the
elbow.
puncture.
Did you see it?
No, she told me about it. Go ahead and step aside. Now here, you want to make sure that you can, when you step aside, you always want to be facing the sidewalk, right? So then you'd want to turn, you can come out and then turn like this, so you're facing the sidewalk. That's fine. Good. Tap. And relax. Good. Up. Up on the collar. There you go. Now, yep, get your leash shortened. Good. Like that. Excellent. And then relax. Good. Okay. Now, when you do this, the more space you can give, the better. Just so you know. Okay.
What?
To the side. So like,
Up on the sidewalk?
correct. So like, you know, let's say you're at Grand Park.
Yeah.
You see a dog coming, and you have like 10 feet to give.
Yeah.
In the beginning, take the 10
Take
feet.
10, yeah.
But
Yeah.
always be facing the stimulus.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's say at 10 feet, you start to notice no reactivity.
Yeah.
Then I go, great. But if you want to progress that, then I go to 8 feet, then 6 feet, right? Then 4 feet. And then maybe at 4 feet, she struggles. Then I go back to 5 feet. You know, like you can use that to kind of get a feel for where she's at comfort-wise.
Yeah.
But the more space you can give, the less stress there is on her, the more of an advantage you're going to have in controlling her.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're trying to take all these things, and this is a crash course, by the way. I'm giving you what's
Yeah.
typically 2 to 3 classes in one class, so you can just, you know.
I have to use LY, so
Yeah.
this is good. And then, like where we are, we're trying to walk. Bob always comes with me, and we're trying to walk with our untrained dogs. But it's often that there's one there, and there's one there, and one there.
Right.
So
Yes. And then if you have to, like, you know, look at where you're at, pick a spot, sit there, let it all go.
yeah,
Okay, don't worry about trying to walk past dogs.
I think that's a great idea. I was thinking it could be good just to plant ourselves and let her be sensitized. Let this happen, and but then this will,
But now you can stop her.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay. Now let's say we get reactivity.
Yeah.
Still, let's say you step aside, you're 10 feet back, she's reactive. I want you to think up.
Yeah.
Just up.
Up.
People, yes. Up. People tend to do back or up and back,
Up.
and that escalates. Up, de-escalates. Okay? So that's why I'm saying go higher. The closer you are to her prong collar, where the clip is, as soon as you pull up, you're kicking in right away. When people get too much slack, they're like this, holding the leash and the dog lunging and barking. Okay?
My son was walking her with us last night, and he's 38. He's a fitness professional, and he held her close like this, and she never behaved better because she knew he wouldn't give an inch.
Sure.
That worked.
Sure.
So I got to learn from that.
Yeah. Okay. You're just asserting yourself right off the bat. Okay. And I'm not. Don't worry about good girl or any of that stuff right now, because that stimulates the brain. What we want to do is calm the brain down. Because I can already see she's nervous, she's timid, right? She's already wary of men.
I thought that would calm her to hear my voice.
No, like, so, because what you're thinking is consoling, is you're coming in with like a sweet tone, but it's actually okay. I just come in, like, I didn't say much, I didn't say anything. This stuff, right? Like, the only thing I did was say good.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
Solar.
But yeah, I didn't
Yeah, I
even
had
think
no
that was
idea.
Okay, dogs want direction. Okay, that's what creates security. So, if she's being reactive, and this is talking about reactive, I want you to stay straight up. Okay. Now, I also suggest that she is always under the rough a lot. Just get that off. Okay, do not worry about what if she gets off or whatever. Okay, what if I can control it? Up. 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 There you go. Up again. why you didn't allow her to lay down is if she's laying down and you give more slack, it gives her more room to jump or lunge forward. Okay? So it's very strict. Right now, we just want to have that letdown always stationary. Okay? You can try to use the remote to de-escalate her. Okay? So that dog up and down. Okay. If you feel like you're making a problem for it,
The dog leaving.
just continue. Okay? And then once it passes, then use the remote to calm it back down again. Okay? Because if she's agitated and you're putting the remote on her to shut her down, it's not that you're so much making it worse, it's that you're not at the appropriate level to get her to slow like how you expect. Okay? But you don't have enough insight yet to do it correctly, and I don't want you to like make a problem. Like you won't make her worse behavior, okay? But the situation within that moment could escalate because you're putting her under pressure and not enough to get her to stop it. Okay? So then I just go forget about the remote, just contain the problem. Once it's done, then I go to okay, settle you down again, and you would settle her down by doing that back and forth. Okay? We're gonna try this 2 more times. So they're walking and stepping aside. Oh. Stepping over here. Good. Stop. Up. Yeah. Yep. Yep. As soon as she gives you what she wants, relax that pressure. Okay? Go ahead.
What is it set on, Jesse?
Excuse me?
What is it set on?
I think she's at 56 now.
You can't pick a level and leave it there?
No, it changes. Like, because then you have to think about proximity. Go ahead and turn. Like, if a dog is closer, that level would probably be higher. Turn. Tap. 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 Good. Keep forward. Give some slack. Good. Yeah, it's because of all the training. And then step aside when you're ready to position. Tap. Yep. Then you're going to turn so you're facing the sidewalk. Tap up. Tap. 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 Tap, tap. Right there. Tap. You got it. Good job. Tap. Good. Tap. Try putting a little pressure on her. There she goes. Tap. On her hindquarters. Tap. 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 You got it. Tap. I know. Take your time. Take your time. Here we go. Try it again. Tap. Tap. Yep. Try your hand. There you go. Like that. Good. So, I know when I say things, I'm like, do this, do that, do this. The reason why I'm like that is because in life you're not going to have time to adjust. Okay. So, we're just one more time, and the reason why here, very easy to say we're just going to stop and not let her not enforce it, but then she learns there's another answer, and that she doesn't have to sit. Right? Or go in a more relaxed state. So what I
Never compromise on that.
yeah, exactly. Like, because if you give her that little window and then we have reactivity going on, like now you got nothing, right? So what I would suggest is, you go out where it's quieter at Grant Park and just practice stepping aside and having her sit to make that habit, make it easier, not just for you but for her, because you're practicing what you're doing, you're practicing the movement, right? Typically when people have a reactive dog, the dog is reactive, they panic. And they go like, oh my God, right? Whereas right away I step in and assert control or do whatever I need to do to contain the situation, and then I worry about the reactivity or whatever. So this stuff that I'm having you do here not only helps her just figure out, I just do this and everything's fine, but for you're practicing habits. So like if you turn the corner and you see a dog, right away you're used to this. That you're going to just start doing that automatically, and then you're going to start pulling up automatically. You're going to have control of that situation much sooner than if you didn't know what to do. But to get these habits down, you have to practice. Okay? So I'm going to do one more, and then I'll give you your homework.
And you're suggesting I get the next size smaller. This was a large. I didn't know which to get. You could get
For the muzzle?
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably a size down, but for now, you can use that one until you get an appropriate fitting one, okay? Go ahead.
Maybe make it a little tighter. Okay.
You don't think the prong collars are too close for you?
Go ahead and turn.
You don't think the prong collars are too close for you?
For her?
Yeah.
I'd have to check. I had one with me yesterday, but I borrowed it to a client. Good, go ahead and turn. And then you'll step aside again, okay? Good. Tap, up, tap, 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 right? There you go. You got it. Tap. Yep, use that leash pressure. Up, tap, tap. Almost, tap. Up, there you go. There you go. Up, tap. Yep, tap. Up, tap. You almost got it. You almost got it. Right there. Now relax. Now relax. There you go. Good. You just got to work it through it. You guys drove here?
Yeah. We're right over there behind that white.
I think we might, Bob.
Go to your place?
Go to my facility, because I'm here all day. Go to my facility. It's 27, I'll text it to you. It's 2700 North Campbell. Okay?
They might have a prong.
I'll have my employee come out and help you. What's your number, Julie?
312-636-60.
312. Sorry, what was it?
636-6044.
And it's Stephanie's, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. My next client is Julie.
Yeah.
312-636.
6044.
So my address is
2700 Campbell.
North Campbell. It's about 15 minutes from here, and it's right off the expressway. North Campbell.
And what do we have there?
An appropriate fitting prong collar.
And there's a dog going by.
He's a senior citizen. He won't bother you.
Oh, I'm not worried about your dog. Well, that was good. So you just decided not to pay attention.
I was saying that earlier.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's good.
Okay. And one of my employees will come out. I'll call them right now to let them know that you're on your way. But you'll have to call the number. It's also on the front door. It's a warehouse on the corner. It's by the AMC Theater on Webster, on Western.
Oh.
Okay. So if you go towards where the parking lot is for the AMC Theater, you'll see a warehouse across the street from it. That's my facility.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is Webster, so what direction are we going?
You're gonna go west.
I'll put it on my GPS so I don't.
Yeah,
mess
you'll go
around with
west to Western, and then up on Western. It'll be on your left.
it. Just go west on Webster.
Yeah, just go west until you hit Western, then make a right. Go north until you see the AMC Theater. I believe it's Schubert.
Crosses.
You'll make a left, and then you'll go down, and it's all the way towards the end, and you'll see a warehouse, and you'll see a garage that says Canine Perspective
Right.
in green and purple.
Okay.
Okay? I think we got a good foundation down, and then you can shoot me an email, and I can send you other reactive dog videos if you want to just get more insight.
I think I've been eating them up. So yeah, Send them.
Okay.
I looked at your channel a little bit. I know there are a few on there.
Okay.
So yeah, that's good.